Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is well today. 4th of July is coming up. It's the weekend. My weekend has officially started. It was my last day of work today. Today is Wednesday. So I decided I got Julio out of the damn house finally. My stepchild is not over until Friday. So I decided to do a quick whip and chat while I have some damn freedom, because I don't like doing whip and chats while I have people lingering around the house or lingering around the bedroom, listening in, bothering me, making noise. Not that listening in on my conversation. I just don't like people making noise, crinkling things, and opening drawers and this and that. And Julio has a tendency to make a lot of noise. My stepson makes a lot of noise. It's bad enough my ferrets make a lot of noise, but they're allowed to make a lot of noise because I love my fur children. So let's do a quick square. Let's catch up. The putty I'm using today is Pure Bliss Wax and Company Baby Powder Fresh. It's a sample. Oh, gotta load up the other side of my pen. I'm using my favorite pink pen as always. And what else? And I have a new microphone. It's attached to my phone and I'm using a different camera setting. Well, it's still on my cell phone, but I had to use a different camera setting in order to use the microphone. So there's different audio. So let me know if the audio sounds clearer or better or sounds about the same. I don't know if the microphone's actually working. I really didn't. I mean, it told me how to hook it up to my phone. So I don't know if it's actually on. I mean, it says it's on, but I don't know if it's actually working. I'm not really a techie. I'm just really trying to update things and trying to make my YouTube better at, a little at a time as I go along to make my videos a little bit better quality for you guys here and there when I can. And I figure I'd start with the audio, trying to get a little bit like a little bit of a microphone going on here. So we'll start small with that. So we're going to work on this little square down here. Yes, we're still working on cherries. We're still working on cherries. We'll start with the white section down here. It's color blocking as usual. I was going to do a coloring whip and chat. I was going to color in my coloring book. And I know some of you may have, if you're on my channel for coloring, if you like coloring, would have probably loved to see that. But then I changed my mind last minute. I'm just very indecisive today. Don't ask me why. Uh-oh, the putty's not letting go of my diamonds. Maybe I have to dirty it up. Maybe I have too much putty on here. Okay. I think I had too much putty and then I had to dirty it up a little bit. So yes, I hope my friends are good out there. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing okay. I had work today, self-explanatory. Didn't have to work with my boss, so that was a plus. I already explained to you how that rolls. Sometimes it could be a hit or a miss working with her, depending on what mood she's in. You know, I worked with her the other day and she was in a halfway decent mood for a change. So it wasn't a bad working day, but I was stuck doing a lot of the damn work. So, which usually happens when I work with her. I'm stuck doing a lot of the damn work by myself. So, there's that. Today I worked with my other co-workers. I worked with the full-timer, which I like working with her. You know, she just gives me a list to do. And then she, has me go on my merry way. You know, she just lets me do my work and just kind of leaves me alone. She's cool. She's old though. She's set in her ways. She likes things done her way. She thinks she's manager too. Everybody in this department thinks they're a manager. You can never tell who's manager in this department. I walked in and I thought we had like when I first started working for this particular store, I thought I had like 3 different managers because everybody was giving me 50 different directions because everybody thought they were in charge. It was a little ridiculous. But anyways, so what else is new, Adrienne? What else is new? I'll tell you what else is new. As far as weight loss, I've lost some more weight. I am out. I don't know if I don't know what was the last weight loss update last time. But I am now out of the 170s. I am now in the 160s. Yay. I am 168 and some change. The some change matters. Every point counts. So yeah, I'm like 168.8 or some shit like that. So, yes. But every day I lose a little bit of something. Granted, I don't fall back and snack. Sometimes I fall back and snack on some stuff I shouldn't be snacking on. And I may gain a pound along the way. And then I know where I went wrong. So, which, I kind of had that problem the other day. I went to the movies with Julio to see the new Megan movie. That scary movie, Megan. And it was at the mall. The movie theater is at the mall, our local mall. And our local mall has a candy store in it. You already know where this is going. I had to stop at the candy store on the way out, of course. And I picked up some gummies and some chocolate covered peanuts. And the past couple days I have been picking. I haven't finished both bags yet. I still have plenty of candy left. I cannot eat everything in one shot, but I've been slowly picking, 2 or 3 here, 4 here, maybe 5 here. I've been picking at the bag, which is no good. And I noticed I had gained a pound this morning. So I said, tonight I got to put my foot down. No snacking on any of the candy tonight. I got to give it a break. I did too much. So I got to give the candy a break. So, you know, the candy's not going anywhere. It's in our special candy drawer. So these tweezers are crooked. And these are Dreamer Designs tweezers. I'm trying to pick this putty up. They'll stay in the candy drawer. It's not going to go bad. You know, it's nothing for me to worry about. So I just need to give it a rest. I've been doing a little too damn much. So I'm going to give it a break tonight. Maybe have something else for a snack instead. As much as I want the candy. I really do. I do have some sugar-free Italian ice in the fridge. I can have in the freezer that I can have as a dessert option if I really want something desserty. And my grandmother bought these miniature blue bunny. I forgot what they're called. Ice cream cones, which I probably should stay away from those too because I've been having those lately. But push comes to shove. I mean, it's a miniature ice cream cone. It's not so terrible. But I probably should pick the sugar-free Italian ice over the ice cream cone. If I was making a smart choice, I would pick the sugar-free Italian ice. So, or a bowl of fruit. But I have a lot of fruit during the day. You know, when I'm at home or early in the evening, I have fruit for my first snack. So, you know, fruit is not something, you know, for me, fruit is not something I think of when I think of dessert, even though when I'm at a family party, when they put out dessert after dinner, they always put out a fruit platter. But I don't think as fruit as a dessert item. You know, I will never think of fruit as being a dessert unless it's chocolate covered. Just saying. It's not considered. It's just not something healthy is not considered dessert. Is any type of dessert considered healthy? I know they got Weight Watchers desserts out there that are probably considered not too bad as far as healthy is concerned. I used to make some of those Weight Watchers desserts. They're pretty good. You make them with like Cool Whip, sugar-free Cool Whip or fat-free Cool Whip. They're fun. I should probably look into making one of those one day. Sorry, I have my hot tea here. I got my herbal hot tea made with Splenda and a shot of Miralax. That's what my at night hot tea consists of. It's always an herbal tea or a decaffeinated tea with sugared with Splenda or sweetened with Splenda and a capful of Miralax. Yeah, when you have a gastric sleeve or a bypass and you're on a GLP-1 shot on top of it, if you're on weight loss medicine that causes constipation, you live your life on Miralax. Yeah, and like Colace gummies. Yeah, that's my life. Sorry, too much info. Just being honest. But yeah, and it's the same thing with my coffee in the morning, except my coffee contains protein, contains like collagen powder, which has protein in it in the mornings. But anyways, we got that white section done pretty quick. I wanted to go take a trip to Ollie's today after work, but leave it to Julio to collapse at work today. He was supposed to be scheduled to work until friggin' 5, and he collapsed. Did he have a seizure? Nobody can really answer that question. But did he faint? Did he collapse? We don't really know what happened to him. All we know is he fell out, and he got sent home from work because his job doesn't want to be held reliable for anything. So he got sent home early, which is why I've been dying for him to get the hell out of the house, because he's been sick with everything under the sun lately, and he's been home so much. And I haven't had any free time to make any videos because I like my room peaceful and quiet with nobody in it to make videos. And he's always home now. He doesn't go out. If he's not at work, he's always home. And he barely goes to his friend's house anymore. So yeah, or he's home with his kid, which is extra noisy type of day because his kid is extra friggin' noisy. So I'm sorry, you guys. I haven't been able to make as many videos as I would like to make. I think we're going to do the black outlining here next, which is the letter V, 28. So yeah, I would probably do more whipping chats if he would just get out of my hair and like have a life. And we have a whole basement that he can hang out in, but he just stays upstairs with me. But anyways, like I was saying, I wanted to go to Ollie's today, and I was going to go straight from work until I got the phone call that he collapsed and I had to come home to check on him. So there goes my plans after work today. But you bet your ass tomorrow at some point I will be making my way to Ollie's. I wanted to go there to see if they had any interesting yarn for sale. Sometimes they have pretty good yarn for sale at Ollie's, like blanket yarn. And what do I need blanket yarn for? Well, I use blanket yarn to make blankets, and B, I can use blanket yarn to make stuffed animals. So if it's good blanket yarn, if it's not the new blanket yarn that they came out with, like the softer blanket yarn, then I probably wouldn't buy it, because it's like what they call like a first and second generation Bernat blanket reformulated their yarn, and so some of their newer yarn is softer and some of their older yarn is rougher, and so nobody wants the old yarn. And sometimes places like Ollie's gets the old crappy yarn. So I want to go check out and see what they have. If it's the old crappy yarn, of course I'm not going to buy it, because it's too difficult to work with. But anyways, so yeah, I wanted to check out Ollie's, check out if there's any good deals going on. I just got my package in from Premier Yarns today. If you don't know what Premier Yarns is, it's a yarn, a yarn website, a yarn store that you can buy online. I am forced to buy a lot of my yarn online since Joann's closed, unfortunately. So I do buy from Michael's, but I really haven't wanted to spend my own money recently on Michael's because I just recently got approved for a Michael's credit card. And so I'm waiting for my Michael's credit card to come in the mail. You know, I don't want to spend any cash when I could be using the credit card instead and just pay the credit card off. So I'd rather do that. It said 7 to 10 days. It feels like it's been 7 days already, and I'm wondering where my credit card is. I'm getting a little antsy. I also ordered some yarn from Michael's. I should have waited until the credit card came in, but it was brand new yarn that they because they had taken over some stuff from Joann's and they rebranded it as Michael's brand. So yeah, it's yarn that Joann's used to have, but they branded it as Michael's yarn now and use it to make plushies. And I wanted to get some for my stash, but my local Michael's didn't have any on the shelves just yet, and I had to order it. I had to have it shipped to the house. The other one that they came out with, they had plenty on the shelves, the other brand that they came out with. So I already picked up a couple of those colors, which I absolutely love using it. But the other new one they came out with, unfortunately, whatchamacallit, it's not in my store just yet. So I'm having to have it shipped to the house. Unfortunately, it's like it's kind of on the, it's not pricey. It's pricey, but it's not pricey. It's like $10 a ball. And if Michael's isn't having a sale, I mean, that adds up really, really quick. It really does. So it's just, the situation is just definitely not like Joann's, where Joann's had coupons like every day, every week. Joann's had coupons going on all the time. They had yarn for $2, $3. They had yarn for so cheap. I'm really going to miss that situation. Now I am stuck buying from Hobby Lobby and Michael's, where yarn is super expensive. It really is. Their yarn is not cheap. Even with their 30% off or their 20% off coupons, their yarns are still not cheap. Oh, sorry if you can hear an air conditioner in the background. It's July. It's hot. And I am in attic space. My room is considered attic space. So it's hot upstairs. I mean, it feels nice and cool up here because we've had the air on, but you get the drift. We're upstairs. It's naturally hot up here, so this air conditioning just stays on all day. Right now I am working on a crochet project. I'm making a snake. I am trying to follow a written pattern. I am not good at following written patterns at all. I really suck at it, but I bought a bunch of written patterns off of Etsy, and I tried to buy ones that looked kind of easy, and I'm trying to follow them as best as possible, but I'm not the smartest cookie in the jar when it comes to written patterns. And if they don't have like a video to go along, like an easygoing video to go along with their, like a beginner friendly video to go along with their written instructions, it's just a no-go for me. Like, for instance, I tried to make a dinosaur with a written pattern last night, a miniature dinosaur, and I just miserably failed at it. And she had some videos to go along with some of the written instructions, but her videos were not beginner friendly by any means. Oh, her videos were probably even worse than the written instructions. Terrible. Her written instructions and her videos were not beginner friendly at all. And the dinosaur is classified as a no-sew. And if, I know this is a diamond painting video right now, and so maybe you guys don't know crochet terms, but I'm about to explain it to you. So we all are on the same page and you know what I'm talking about here. A no-sew, okay, crochet project means there is no sewing involved. Okay. But for me, if something is going to be a no-sew, I don't want to piece anything together. That means I don't want to make feet separate. I don't want to make any arms separately. I don't want to make the head separately. I don't want to make ears separately. And I don't want to have to crochet or sew them on. And so what creators try to do is they say it's a no-sew because you're not taking a needle and yarn and physically sewing the body parts on, but you are crocheting the body parts on. So they're trying to make a loophole and say it's no sewing, but it's the same damn thing. You're still having to piece together an animal. It's the same damn thing. You're still like sewing together an animal. You're still sewing together body parts, whether you're crocheting the body parts on or you're sewing the body parts on with a needle and a piece of yarn. It's the same thing. And I hate doing that. I hate doing that. I really just wish we could just crochet one whole body. And there are some creators that make patterns that you can do that. And there are some creators that make the feet separate, that make the ears separate, that make the head and neck separate, that make the toenails separate. Oh my God. It drives me absolutely insane when I have to make body parts separate and then sew them all on individually and have to piece them together in order to form a body. It turns me off from the beginning. It absolutely turns me off. I actually don't want to continue on with the pattern when I start to see that's what, as soon as I get to the beginning of the pattern and it tells me to make 4 feet, 4 separate feet, I actually just get rid of the pattern. Most of the time I don't even want to continue with the pattern because I just don't have the patience to be piecing together body parts. We're in 2025. I don't know why crochet artists haven't figured out how to crochet one whole body and legs and feet all in one together. Why do we have to make everything separate? I mean, there are crochet artists that do it all in one. I don't know why the rest of the community can't do that. Oh, it drives me crazy. But Yes, rant over. I am sorry. That is my recent pet peeve when it comes to crocheting stuffed animals. That is my new pet peeve. Um, and there is no way when you are buying a written pattern off of Etsy that you can see the written pattern before you buy it. So it's like a blind buy. You don't know what you're getting yourself into until you buy it. And so, maybe from now on, before I buy a written pattern, I should email the seller and be like, just out of curiosity, before I'm stuck buying your pattern, it says no sew, but am I stuck making feet and body parts separate, or is everything all made in one whole? Because I don't want to make feet separately, because I don't. Because that's what happened. I bought a dinosaur pattern, and now this dinosaur that I so badly really want to make because it's so stinking cute, I have to make all the feet separate. And she doesn't make the feet in an easy way. She makes the feet super difficult to make. It's super frustrating. And now I've kind of put off making it because it's difficult. And I could not be bothered doing it. I don't want to be bothered with that type of frustration. And I can't return the pattern because I've already seen it. There's no refunds. I can't explain to her, like, by the way, I did not know I'd have to be piecing together body parts. Can I have a refund? That's the really sucky part. I mean, I didn't pay that much for the pattern to begin with, but still, it sucks. I will always be on a hunt for a dinosaur pattern where I'm not having to make feet separately. But it seems like every dinosaur pattern I've come across, except one that I've recently made, that I've made a couple of them so far because I love it so much. It's become second nature to make that dinosaur. It's just not my favorite nice looking dinosaur. It's cute, but I want something cuter. I don't have to make the feet separately. So I like making that dinosaur because it's easy. But I want a cuter looking dinosaur. And the one that I bought the pattern for that I so badly want to make, it's so stinking cute, but it's just not worth to make because it's so difficult to make. It's so hard to make. Number 7. I just don't know what else to say. Super frustrating. I got some new coloring books. I'm going to do a flip through. They were gifted to me. One I bought for myself because I wasn't aware that the illustrator, it's one of my favorite illustrators. She came out with a new book and I saw it on somebody else's wish list and I scooped it up for myself. I didn't want to wait for somebody else to buy it for me because I don't know if anybody else would buy it for me. And I just didn't want to wait around, so I bought it for myself. So I will be doing a flip through. It's a Lulu Mayo book. So I will be doing a flip through of that book. And I will be doing flip throughs of the books that were gifted to me. T had gifted me some books. So I will be doing flip throughs of those books. So excited. She's trying to, I told her I had an itch to color, but I just keep ignoring the itch so I don't color. But she was hoping by sending me some new coloring books that I would scratch that itch and I would start coloring. I might maybe over the holiday weekend, I will pick up my coloring pencils and I will color something. I do want to color in my Benny Blue book. I did take that out. And I've been seeing a lot of people color in like the big and bold books. They've been doing these really cool techniques and these awesome colors with the alcohol markers, and they've been doing these really cool coloring jobs with the alcohol markers. And I really wanted to do some alcohol marker work in some of my own books, but just haven't picked up any of my stuff. I have the stuff. I have plenty of alcohol markers. I just don't use any of I'm not using any of it. Let's see. I can't wait for this canvas to be done. Space Buns needs to be done too, you guys. I don't know how much percentage wise is left on that canvas, quite frankly. Not sure. Can't remember. I know I had stopped because it started frustrating me. Because there was a bunch of confetti on Space Buns. There was a lot of confetti on her. So I don't know when I'll bring out Space Buns. I mean, she was turning out cute too. I don't know, maybe the next canvas I bring out, maybe it will be a 30 by 40, to work on for whipping chats. Keep it simple. Just possibly. I have a lot of big ones. I have that square canvas from Dreamer Designs that I started. I have one square done on it. That I have done only one square. I need to do some work on that one, but I'm in no mood to work on any squares, that's for sure. 29. And I can't wait for this cherry canvas to be done. I already see where I'm going to hang it up. Right above where I'm sitting. I know where she's going to hang. She's going to go up right next to where my other 50 by 50 is. And she's going to look great. Really excited for her to go up there. Do I need to reload this pen? I think it's drying out. I think so. Let's see. This air, I'm like sitting right in the path of my air conditioner. I have a sweater on, but I'm sitting right in the path of my air conditioner. I'm freezing. I am so cold. And my air conditioner is set on like 74 and I'm still cold. It's a brand new air conditioner though. We just got this last year. If you guys remember, my air conditioner broke last year. That was terrible. It was so hot. My poor ferrets. We all had to camp into grandma's room for like 2-3 days. We had to be in the heat. Well, we went in grandma's room for a couple days and because it just got too damn hot to be upstairs in the attic space. Let's see. I think we have some of this letter. Not much. So nice to have him out of the house. I love him dearly, but when somebody complains that they're bored constantly, it's enough to drive you nuts. I can't stand it. See, I'm never bored when I'm at home because I actually have shit to do. You know, I have arts and crafts to do. I have TV shows to watch. I have crocheting to do. I have things to watch on my laptop. You know, I'm not bored when I'm sitting at home. That's why I like sitting at home because I'm never bored. Julio has no hobbies. He's got nothing to do with his life. So he's always claiming that he's bored. And it drives me nuts because then he complains to me about it. Like he wants me to entertain him, but I'm not here to entertain people. I need to reload my pointer. Okay. I hate when grown people can't entertain themselves. You know, my sister does paint by numbers when she's at home, or I think she even does it at her boyfriend's house. You know, she's got a hobby. Her boyfriend golfs in his free time. I just never met anybody that doesn't know what to do with themselves in their free time when they're not working. I feel like we're getting into like confetti at this point. This is what makes me not want to work on the canvas. Tomorrow, my poor fur child is going in for a procedure. She's going to have an implant put in for her adrenal disease, so she stops losing her hair. Her hair already grew back from her first injection. She had an injection done, but the injections are too costly, and we would have to go in every 3 weeks to have them done. And that's just too much driving, too much back and forth. You know, travel for my animal and for me, and on my gas tank. And the implant would save us on gas and this and that. Once the implant is in, it would last about a whole year. So it would save us a trip for a whole year that we wouldn't have to go in there. So, yeah. So she's gonna have a little numbing injection done, and then they're gonna go in there with a little bit of a bigger needle, and then they're gonna put her implant in the back of her neck, and then she'll be good to go for a year, for 12 months. Thank God. And then we don't have to see the vet, and they won't be collecting any more funds from us for a whole year until we have to go back the next year to have a new implant done. My grandmother was under the impression that once we had the implant done, we wouldn't have to go back for any more. I'm like, what are you smoking, lady? The implant lasts only a year. We have to go back and have a new one put in. Nope. Only a year, and then you go back and you have a new one put in, from what I understand. So that'll be another $650 when that time comes again. Yeah, it's gonna cost Julio $650 at the vet tomorrow to get her implant done. It's highway robbery, isn't it? Just to make our pet better. It's a little ridiculous. They just charge so much. And to think that they wanted me to consider giving her a blood test to confirm that she had what she had. I said, there's no need. She's losing her hair. I mean, there's only 2 reasons why a ferret would be losing their hair. And that would be, adrenal disease or seasonal alopecia. And she does not have seasonal alopecia. I know because my other ferret has seasonal alopecia, and he's only losing his hair in one spot. She's not just losing it in one spot like he is. She's losing it everywhere. These doctors think I'm stupid. They want to charge me another $300 for a blood test. No, thank you. Which we opted out for the blood test. You can opt out and just start treatment. Just like, here, you want to hear this one, you guys? They diagnosed her with ear mites. And they told us if she has ear mites, the rest of her cage mates, which are my 3 other ferrets, will have them too. But they will not give me medicine to give me to take home to give to the rest of my ferrets and to her unless I bring them all in so they can look at all their ears. And did I seem to mention to you guys, just to bring your animal in the door for a consultation, just to have their ears checked out, would cost me $290 per animal. So that would cost me over $1,000 just to have their ears looked at. Another three ferrets to bring them through the door to check for friggin' ear mites. Yeah, right. So you know what I did? Assuming that they all had it, like the doctor said, I went to an online vet. I told them that they all had ear mites. What medicine? Where can I order? How much do I give them? This and this and that. And how do I treat them? I got the answers that I needed, and I've been treating my ferrets at home. And I didn't have to pay a $1,000 vet bill. So now when I bring Willow back, she's been treated for 2 weeks so far. She gets her 3rd treatment tonight. And so yeah, I'm gonna ask the vet tomorrow to check her ear to see if the ear mites are still there, to see if the treatment is working, if what we're doing is working, or was that a complete waste of time, what we were doing. Hopefully it wasn't, because the medicine was like $30. So have you guys been watching Netflix lately? There have been a lot of new shows on Netflix. I've been watching all of the Trainwreck series. I've been loving them. The Trainwreck documentaries that have been on. I've been loving those. The Poop Cruise, that was funny. And then the Trainwreck Astroland, that one was pretty, like, it was like sad, appalling. What I don't know any way to explain it. It was kind of scary to think about. And now there's another one. I just saw the advertisement. There's another one coming up I wasn't aware about. Okay, all of this in here is confetti. Okay, and makes you think, like, where do you even start? Numerical? Maybe numbers? Maybe numbers. I see 5s and 7s. So let's start with number 5 first. Number 5 is number 6. Unfortunately, I can only watch my documentaries. I mean, I can watch documentaries when Julio's home, but I try to watch them when he goes to sleep. He usually goes to bed pretty early. I try to watch them when he goes to bed, and I try to pick movies for us to watch together while he's awake, you know, so he could watch the TV too, because he doesn't like watching the documentaries. I wish he did like watching documentaries. He wouldn't be so damn bored, because the documentaries are entertaining to watch. At least I'm entertained by them. I could sit and watch documentaries for hours. You can leave me in the house all damn weekend watching documentaries. I would be just fine. Okay, I don't want to miss any. I hate missing them and having to backtrack. The Many Depths of Nora Dalmaso. Watch the limited series now. I'm watching I have Netflix on, and it's just running through. Let's see, number 7 is number 8. Do we have any number 6s that I miss? Number 7s. Okay. Sorry, I get quiet when I get into deep thought with with laying down drills sometimes. And I'm watching some of these little ads that they have on Netflix, what they got going on. I had ordered some new wax melts to burn in my wax burner. I'm burning something called strawberry something. Smells like strawberries, basically. I got it from some Etsy shop. It smells pretty good, except it's sitting in front of my air conditioner, so when the air conditioner goes on, it kind of blows the smell everywhere, and then it takes away from the smell. Any C's, any D's, any E's, F's. We have cheese. Hi, Guy. Hi, Guy. Hi, my guy. Thank you. I missed you today. My little guy just woke up, you guys. Just gave me kisses. Now's about the time he probably comes and crawls into bed with me and gets snuggles and call it mom time. He comes in for mom time. But he's laying next to my feet, next to my desk. Maybe he's just gonna wait for me. Now I want to try to hurry because I feel bad. H, J, K, we just did. L, M, we have N's. Supernatural. That's an old series. Looking at all the advertisements they're putting up. My grandmother invited me to go to my cousin's little 4th of July type of party, pool party. I really don't want to leave the house this weekend. I really, I worked. The last thing I want to do is drive how many towns over, like go down the turnpike and go sit around family and socialize in the heat. My grandmother's talking about, oh, show off your new body in your bathing suit. No thanks. I'm good. Worst roommate ever. Is there a new season? Because they didn't advertise a new season. And pee. We did pee. Is there Q's? There's R's. So new season of Squid Game is on. I started watching it already. You bet your ass I've started watching it. I'm already a couple episodes in already. It's good. I'm not going to give anything away, but it's good so far, as to be expected. And of course, the main character, I'll let you know, is still alive, but that's the main character. He's always going to still be alive. But I'm always rooting for that man. Let's see, guys. Do we have any S's? We do have S's. This is the Zodiac speaking. What is that? Oh, it's a true crime, you guys. There's a true crime called the Zodiac speaking. Oh, here's this advertisement. Train wreck, the balloon boy. Oh, coming July 15th. So I still have a couple weeks to go until that one comes on. They just keep putting these train wreck episodes out, you guys. You should definitely check them out. They're pretty good. I think they've already put out, at least 3 or if not 4 of them out. There was one about a governor or a mayor, and there was one about Astroland, one about a cruise, and one about Woodstock 99, I believe that was the year. That one was crazy. Okay, let's see. See, we missed E's. See, we already surpassed the E's and we missed the E's. U's, V's. You have 2 V's. Missed a bunch of E's, you guys. 28, 29. Let me see. X's, Y's, Z's. They did put Wrath of the Titans on. They added that one to Netflix, you guys. I don't think they have the first one up, but they have the second one up. Both are equally good movies. If you haven't checked them out, you should check them out. Guys, when do you think this canvas is going to be finished? Next year? Because I don't think we're ever going to finish Cherries. It's taking forever. I can't seem to get this ever finished. A. Any bees? We're almost there, you guys. T's, E's, E's. Oh, guys, let me tell you, today at work, my coworker came back from her vacation and she wasn't even in the bakery, not even 10 minutes. And she started going off about how people in the bakery were getting more hours than her. Why were people getting more hours than her? And this and this and that. And, you know, it's blatantly obvious why people get more hours than her. Because she doesn't know how to do anything else in the bakery. She doesn't do the pan out. She doesn't do the loads. She doesn't fill the floors. She doesn't cake decorate. She doesn't, guys, the only thing she does is make cookies and croissants. She bakes them and they're already frozen, so it's not like she's making them from scratch. She takes them out of a box, she puts them on a pan, she bakes them, and she packages them when they're ready. She's really not, she's not doing anything that warrants her getting 20, 25 hours a week at all. And yet she thinks that she deserves that type of, those hours. That she's just going off on a tandem about it. She even came at me a couple times. She asked me, "Oh, did you ask for all the hours that you're getting? Why are you getting so many?" No, trust me, witch. I did not ask for all the hours that I've been getting. It's because I know more work than you do. Which is, it works in my favor, and it's terrible at the same time, because I know what I know in that bakery. It's expected of me to do most of the damn work. Okay, guys. Oh, we gotta backtrack now because we missed stuff from the beginning. We missed D's, R's. E's. I don't even know where the E is. 13. Number 13. Ah. Okay, what else? What else? I do, guys, thinking of 30 by 40s, I do have, I think, one more portrait of a lady of color. I think I saved her for last because she had the most confetti on her, and she was the pretty and pink one. She had the pink glasses and the pink clothes. She was the really cutesy one, but I saved her for last because she had the most confetti on her. Maybe we'd work on her next. I don't know. Okay, guys. I think we missed one right here. Number 5 is number 6. This is a square over. Okay, guys, we finished our square today. It's another square done on our cherries canvas. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 9 more squares to go until the canvas is actually finished. So this is what it's about her neck and some of the cherries that we did today. But yeah, we have this whole roll on top and down here to do still. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there, you guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. If you are returning, thank you for returning and joining me in today's video. I hope you're enjoying that I'm remembering to put up at least one whip and chat up a week. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Enjoy your holiday coming up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.